a standard up of how this thing was gonna go down, man. All right, and this is how this thing was gonna go down. How what the signs were gonna be like, how it was gonna go down. That's what it's gonna talk about in the book of Second Ezra. In fact, let me finish Second Ezra, the 9th chapter first, and I'll go to Mark the 13th chapter. And it says, and he answered me, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and thou when thou seest parts of the times past, which I have told thee before, then therefore thou shalt understand it is in the very same time when the highest shall begin to visit the world which he had made. Therefore, when they shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people, so you're going to have sedition amongst the people, all right? They're going to be voting, marching, all right? Not voting, so like they're going to be marching and protesting of what's going on out there in the world. You're going to have it to where you got, all kind of different things happening to where people are uproaring, man. All right? You got earthquakes, all kind of earthquakes happening, right? You don't have, certain volcanoes have been dormant for a very long time, man. Why? Because the Most High is savoring that moment to where he's going to have everything's going to go through. You're going to have volcanoes, you're going to have them ICBMs from the Chinese and the Russians, or you're going to have earthquakes, all in the same breath to destroy Esau's society, man. All right? To make a full end of the wicked. All right? Saving that they're going to serve their time of captivity, man. All right? So, it says here, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shall thou will understand that the Most High, spake of these things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning, like as all things that are made in the world have the beginning and the end is manifest. Even so the times of also of the highest of plain beginnings and wonders and powerful effects. And effects in science, and everyone that shall be saved shall escape by his works, man. All right. So you got a guy, all right. You got a geezer, right? Right. If pretty much what the Most High is saying here, you're gonna be saved by your works. You got a geezer, all right, that does the work in season, out of season, is always working. You got another geezer, all right. That sort of takes some time out. All right. He's not really fussed. He does his bit. Right, in his mind, he does his bit. All right, who you gonna save, man? If you're the master of the house, you're gonna save the guy that's been diligent, man. All right, you're gonna say, because you said be diligent, right? And you're gonna say, and you said you're gonna be saved by your work. Guess what? You're gonna have mercy on the guy that was diligent, man, about the work, man. All right. So back in the book of Second Ezra, the 9th chapter and the 8th verse, it says, it shall be everyone that shall be saved, and shall be able to escape by his work and faith, whereby ye have believed, and says shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in the land within my borders, for I have sanctified them from the beginning. All right. So the Most High has separated the guys that's gonna make it out of the society right from the beginning of the times, man. All right. All right. The elect have already been sealed. Elect's already been, not sealed, because not all the elects got the truth. Otherwise, we'd be out here. But you got it to where the elect really has already been sanctified, man. They already been separated from this walk, man. They're already going through certain things in their life, whether they already be in this truth or not. That's gonna make them a beneficial use to this thing, man. All right. So this is the book of Mark 13th chapter and 8th, starting from the...
We're not allowed to go there after the 18th.
Starting first at the 3rd verse. In fact, let me start a little bit higher. It says, how shall I unto them say, I said unto them, seest thou these great buildings? Right? And it says, and they shall not be left one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. And it says, and as he sat on the Mount of Olives, right, Peter and James and John and Andrew asked him privately, tell us when these things shall be, and when there shall be the signs of these things shall be fulfilled. It says, in your house I answering them began to say, take heed lest any man deceive you, for many shall come in my name saying, I am Christ, shall deceive many. So you're going to have it to where, different guys are going to come up and say they, this, that, and the third, and teach lies and teach falsehoods about this truth, man. All right? And it says, be ye not troubled, for such things must needs be, but the end shall not be yet. For nation shall rise up against nation, kingdom against kingdom, shall be earthquakes in different places, there shall be famines and troubles. These are the beginnings of sorrow. So that was just going to be the beginnings, man. All right, all of the stuff there that you're seeing shall be the beginnings of sorrow, man. Let's jump to the book of 2 Ezra, the 15th chapter, real quick. All right, so this book of 2 Ezra, the 15th chapter, on the first verse, it says, Behold, all right, speak thou in the ears of my people. That's lucky, bear with me. All right, so this is 2 Ezra 15:1. It says, Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words which I shall put into thy mouth, saith the Lord. All right, so that was an instruction that the Most High gave it forth, man. All right, wherewith you're gonna you're gonna speak the words of these prophecies, man. It says, and cause them to be written in the paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against you, against thee, right? And let not the incredulity of them that trouble thee and speak against thee. Let not the incredulity of them that trouble thee that speak against thee, right? For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness, all right? And that's the same thing that it was saying in the book of what is it? The book of 1 Corinthians, the 6th chapter, and the 9th verse, right? It says, Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. So the Lord's bringing, that's the plagues that the Lord's coming with. That's the brand of plagues that the Lord's coming forth, man. Right? The sword, famine, death, and destruction. Right? When the nukes pop off, you're gonna have what's known as nuclear winter. That's gonna bring forth, plagues. All right? That's gonna bring forth, as famines and that, man. And those are grievous famines because pretty much, man, ain't nothing gonna grow for a very long period of time, man. And if anything grows, it's gonna be contaminated with, Also, you're gonna have, you go what's known as nuclear fallout. All right, so that's gonna be another brand of plagues. It's gonna come by way of them, them ICBM nuclear missiles, man. All right, but ultimately, man, you also got other plagues that Esau gonna come out. That he's created within them laboratories, all right? Because Esau's out there, like a freak Frankenstein scientist that he is, splicing genes of different viruses and so on and so forth to make super viruses, all right? To where, only the elect is really gonna make it out of this thing, man. All right? So you got all kind of plagues coming out here, man. All right, all kind of plagues, right? Because. One it goes on to what it says in the Georgia Guidestones, where they want to reduce the amount of people that they got out here, but ultimately it goes on to the claims that the Most High wants to do out here, because there's way too much wickedness be happening in this society. So the Most High is going to do his own brand of so-called cleansing, not only ethnic, but of all the different people, man. He's going to cleanse this place, man, and you're going to remember then that truly is a power that judges the earth, man. Okay, so this is back in the book of 2 Ezra, the 15th chapter. And it's the 6th verse. It says, for wickedness, and I just said that, man. For wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. And it says, therefore saith the Lord, I hold my tongue no more as holding their wickedness, all right? So wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, man. Micah 2:10, right? Amos 9:8, all of them scriptures speak upon the same thing, man. You get all kind of wickedness happening now, man. Right? Adultery, fornication, all of that kind of wickedness through the pride of this people, man. And with all of the wickedness they're doing, man, you have it to where they ain't turning from their wickedness, man. All right? It says, I will hold my tongue no more as such in their wickedness which they profanely commit, and I will suffer them in those things which they wickedly exercise in themselves. Behold, innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. So the men that died for pushing this word out here, man. They're out there in the spiritual world, right, in the spiritual realm, right, complaining unto the Most High day in and day out, saying when you're gonna destroy this society, man. So they're hastening the day, man. All right, but you got guys out here that ain't even, they ain't even making no efforts, man. They're making zero efforts, man. All right. And therefore thus saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter, and I will not suffer them to dwell in the land of Egypt. All right. It says, I'll bring them with a mighty and stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues. All right. You go to Zechariah, the 14th chapter, on the 12th verse. It speaks about one of those plagues wherewith it's going to smite all the people that are fought against Jerusalem. That plague is going to smite all the people that are fought against Jerusalem. All of these different nations are fought against the 12 tribes of Israel. And you know what? The Most High is going to get them for that, man. Hey, the Most High is a vengeful power, man. The scripture says in the, Second Thessalonians 1:6, right? For seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense them that trouble you, man. All right? The Lord deals with vengeance. Right? He's a power that is vengeful, man. He says it's a righteous thing to surely avenge them that trouble you, man. That's what the Lord's about. So when you see it here where he says, hey, but I'll bring them with a mighty and stretched forth arm and smite Egypt with plagues. That's the Most High executing their form of vengeance right there. All right? And I was quoting the book of Zechariah, the 14th chapter, and the 12th verse, where it talks about, this shall be the plague away with all people that are fought against Jerusalem. All right? And it shall stand upon their feet, and, their tongues can consume away. All right? Their eyeballs can consume away. What's that talking about, man? That's talking about an ICBM nuclear missile, man. All right? You're going to be standing upon your feet. And hey, the Most High could have it to where one of those spliced super viruses that Esau creates does a similar effect just for that prophecy to be fulfilled. But ultimately, that goes on to the nuclear missile, man. Right? Because it says all of them different people, man. All right? And that's going for all of them people that fought against us, man. Fought against the house of Israel, man. And that's all of them different nations. All of them different nations have had us in some form of captivity, man. It says, Egypt shall mourn, foundation of it shall be smitten. Plagues, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with plagues. The punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. They that till the ground, right, shall mourn, for their seed shall fall through the blasting and the hail, and from the fearful constellation. So from all them nukes and all of that, man, these people, the farmers, they're gonna moan, man. But they're gonna be the Most High is gonna bring their pride down, man. All right? Why? Because they ain't gonna be able to grow no crops. They ain't got no money. You can't eat nothing. You can't buy nothing. You ain't got no money. They ain't got no food. All right? It says, for their seed shall fell through the blasting and the hail, and from the fearful constellation. So woe to the world, and them that dwell therein. The sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another. Right? With swords in their hands, for they shall be sedition. It's like it says, for they shall be sedition among men, invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and cause of their actions shall stand in the way. And that's talking about the martial law that's going to come to this place, man. You don't have it to where martial law is going to hit, all right? You're going to have the storm raiders and stormtroopers patrolling the streets, and these gridlock cities. You're going to have it to where military men is going to be circulating them, man. And you ain't gonna be able to maneuver like you wanted to before, man. All right, because you're gonna have sedition, separation, people fighting up against each other, man. People are war, man. All right, and on the grander scale, you're gonna have actual war, man, by way of these Russians and Chinese, and the new thing now that they got out there is this thing with between the Saudi Arabians and Iran, and that could any one of them situations, whether it be the thing that you got out there in Syria or the thing that you got out there in Saudi Arabia, could have could end in a cataclysmic World War III, man. Right? And hey, that's a beautiful thing, man. Right? For us, it's going to be beautiful for you because hey, Scripture says you're going to be destroyed anyway. All right, so it says a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able to for the pride of the cities. Right, for because of their pride, right, the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid, man. And speaking about men shall be afraid, this is a nice scripture to end things on. This is going to be in the book of Isaiah, the 13th chapter, man. right? Because the book of Isaiah, the 13th chapter, goes to show you, man. It says, a man's heart shall melt, man. All right, you got these, gym going guys, and they're all proud and they're walking, or these army boys, man. They got their guns and they walking with their chests and all that. But really, the Most High is gonna bring their chest down to the ground because you're gonna have pangs and sorrows gonna take over you, man. When you see this destruction that's gonna come here, man, you see your mom blasted with them icy, with the guns and all of that, man. All right, when you're seeing that, man, that's what's gonna take that life away from you, man. That's what's gonna take that spirit away from you. You're gonna be as a woman that travaileth, man. All right, so this is the book of Isaiah the 13th chapter on the first verse on down. It says, the burden of Babylon which Isaiah the son of Amos did see. It says, lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain and exalt the voice unto them. All right, shake the hand, all right, that they may go into the gates of the noble. All right, I have commanded my sanctified ones. I called my mighty ones, right? Even that rejoice in my highness, right? And it says, the noise of a multitude, right? In the mountains, like as a great people, a tumultuous noise, of noise of kingdoms, nations gathered together. For the Lord of hosts mastereth up the host of battle. So they come from a far country, even from the end of heaven. Even the Lord and the weapons of his indignation, right, to destroy the whole land. So the weapons of the Lord's indignation come from a far country, come from way over there in China and Russia and all of that, man. It's going to destroy the whole land, man. All right? It's going to destroy the whole land. All right? Hey, when you go into the book of Isaiah, the 58th chapter on the 10th verse, the scripture says, in fact, that's a good one because that speaks about the vengeance as well. And I mentioned some of the vengeance the Lord's going to take up. So Isaiah 58, it's Psalms 58 rather more. And 10, it says, the righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance. So when we see the vengeance of our Lord that's going to take place, right, when we see the Lord taking up the vengeance, man, all right, we're going to rejoice in it, okay? It says, the righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance, right? He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked. There's going to be so much destroying out here. Mist coming from a far country, right? The Most High going to make us a new threshing instrument, so we're going to be getting working. The Lord's going to be getting working. All right, the angels going to be getting working. The chariot's going to be getting working. All right. Hey, the Most High is going to be getting working because he's going to use them so-called the power of the earth, like the rain, the volcanoes, earthquakes. So he's going to be getting working. That's why it says there in the scriptures, man. He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked, man. So it says, so that a man shall say, verily there shall be a reward for the wicked. Verily he is a God that judgeth the earth. All right. Back in Isaiah the 13th chapter. How ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand, right? And it shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. It says, therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. So, hey, that pride, man, it's going to soon leave you. And the Most High is going to take that pride from you, man. Right? He's going to remove that pride from you, man. He's going to snatch it from you, man. All right? You don't walk through your head all held lofty, man. But don't you know what's coming to this society, man? But see, hey, you wouldn't. Why? Because gross darkness has covered this place, man. We're in a place of darkness right now, man. And the Lord's got this great darkness falling upon these people, and they don't even realize what craziness they're into, man. All right? But within those moments, all right, when the Most High brings that destruction about, hey, you're going to remember the prophets of the Lord were out here, one. Right? You're going to remember the Lord was doing it, had it to where his prophets were doing their thing, man. All right? It says, therefore shall all hands be faint and every man's heart shall melt. Therefore, they shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrow shall take hold of them, and they shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth, and they shall be amazed one another, right? And their faces shall be as flames. And behold, the day of the Lord cometh, both cruel and fierce anger, both cruel with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinner thereof out of it. Right? For the stars of heaven the constellation thereof shall not give their light. When start talking about when the missiles go up there, you have the mushroom cloud, you're gonna have that nuclear winter, man, and you ain't gonna have the sun penetrating through. Okay, so he says, therefore shall not give her light, their light rather more, and the sun shall be dark in his going forth, and the moon shall not continue to cause her light to shine. And I'll punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity, and I'll cause the arrogancy of the pride, right? The arrogancy of the proud to cease, and I'll lay low the haughtiness of the terrible, and I'll make a man more precious than fine gold, wedge of earth, even the man the golden wedge of Ophir, man. All right. So that's what's coming to this society, man. Matter of fact, let me just wrap this up. It says, therefore I will shake the heavens and make and the earth shall remove out of her place, right, in the wrath of the Lord of hosts in the day of his fierce anger. All right. So the Lord's gonna have it to where the whole earth is gonna shake. In fact, when you go into Isaiah the 24th chapter, it says the earth is gonna roll to and fro like a drunkard, man. All right. It's gonna roll to and fro like a drunkard. It's gonna have it to where so much ICBM is gonna be going off, man. It's gonna happen to where the earth is gonna be likened unto a drunkard, reeling to and fro, man. All right. And it says, and it shall be as the chase roll, and every man shall turn, from his to his own people, and every man shall go to his own land. And everyone that is found with them shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword, and their children shall be dashed to pieces. All right. Therefore, before their eyes, it says, and the houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished. All right. So the Lord's gonna have it to where women gonna be popped. Right, your children gonna be killed. You're gonna be killed because we ain't no adulteress. I just spoke on adultery, so that implies you already dead, man. All right. It says, behold, I'll stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard their silver, and as for their gold, they shall not delight in it, and their bow shall dust the